What's up, guys? I'm back after like 3 months, I think. And I know I'm a little late to the party and everything, but I just saw Morbius for the first time tonight. Um, Actually, like as of recording this, I just saw it like 5 minutes ago, and I have to say, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It definitely was not the greatest thing ever, but it was not the worst. There was some stuff that I actually enjoyed about Morbius. Now I'm gonna be going uh, all over the place in terms of characters, plot, the plot, story, whatever. I will be focusing on the post credit scene because oh my god, that was something. That was that was something. This whole movie was something. It I don't know how to describe this movie. It's bad, but it's fun bad. As in, think of the Venom movies, but completely carried by memes. And that's all I could think about this whole time was it's Morbin time. It's Morbin time. I'm gonna morb. Blah blah blah. So I think the Venom movies are better than this, but I I like this movie too. Oddly enough, I didn't think I would. So let's start with the positives first. Matt Smith, I thought he was a great character. I thought he played it very well. Milo, that was his name. He might actually be my new favorite villain in the Sony Spider-Man universe right now, which is saying a lot. Uh, I liked it. I like Matt Smith. He has the greatest scene of all time when he's dancing to that one song that I'm pretty sure is saying have sex. Yeah, so there's that. Jared Leto, he was okay as Morbius, as Michael Morbius. I actually thought they did a really decent job at the origin of Morbius. Yeah, it was rushed a lot, like between when we meet Michael to when he becomes the vampire, it's like a 20-minute span, which isn't a whole lot, but still, it like his transformation just seemed to come out of nowhere. I thought. The story, I was not interested in this story at all. I really was not interested. I was only interested in how Morbius, and I was just interested in Morbius, the character. How were they going to interpret him into the movies? Now, I'm not entirely knowledgeable on Morbius in terms of comics. I know I know like the basics of him, and I thought they did an okay job at it. I thought I actually have one Morbius comic somewhere in here, and I thought and it was okay. Wasn't anything bad or anything. We have other characters. We have these two cops who play zero role in this movie. I don't know why they were even in it. We have a nurse named Martine who was a okay character. She was mildly more interesting, I thought. Um, Assuming that they actually make a sequel, which if they do, it's gonna be very self-aware of the memes. But if they do make a sequel, I think they are gonna give Martine more of the main character because I will be doing spoilers, by the way. So if you don't want spoilers, leave. Blah blah blah. Okay, spoiler time. Martine is hinted at to becoming a vampire like Michael because Michael actually bit Martine towards the end because I think she was dying because Milo attacked her. So the characters overall, they were fine. My favorite one was Matt Smith as Milo. I thought he was the most interesting character, and I thought Matt Smith had a great performance. He definitely gave it his all, even though he probably knew, wow, this movie sucks. But in a bad way, in my opinion. Story-wise, I can't really tell you what the story. It really was just about how Michael and Milo are both. They both have this disease, to where like it like affects their legs, I think. So Michael's been working on a cure for years and years. Same thing with, I think, Milo. I think I couldn't really remember much. Michael finds the cure, but it turns him into the vampire. Milo finds out he wants Michael to give him the cure. Michael's like, no, I don't want you to become what I am. Milo steals the cure. He becomes this vampire. He kills people, blames it on Michael. People think Michael's a ravaging monster, which he kind of is. He gets arrested for a little bit. He breaks out 10 minutes later. They have a final fight. And no joke, the way this movie ends is so weird. So right after Morbius kills Milo, not even 5 minutes later, the movie ends without any sort of closure or without any sort of actual ending. It just ends. And like they rushed the ending to get to the post-credit scene. And that's where I'm gonna talk about next. Okay. What is Sony thinking? It made no sense in the context of the movie to have Vulture get transported from the MCU to their universe. It makes no sense. So the way it starts out is we have an overview of New York City. And in the sky, we see the purple multiversal rift, whatever, from No Way Home. And we cut to a jail cell in Manhattan, and we see Michael Keaton's Vulture just getting transported there. And he's kind of confused. He's like, okay, but his first initial reaction to this is, huh. I hope the food here is better. Not like, why is that your first reaction? You're getting transported to a whole different universe, and you're just like, well, I hope the food here is better. Okay. So, I don't even know how he gets there, like, because from what No Way Home established, only people from different universes. Well, actually, no. The people who knew Peter Parker in No Way Home got transported to the MCU, and towards the end, those same characters went back. So how the hell did Adrian Toomes get transported from the MCU to this new universe? The only theory that I have is whatever happened in Loki screws up that spell. It caused a glitch or whatever, and it made Spider-Man related characters from the MCU to get transported. And then that's when we go to our second post-credit scene, which honestly is worse. It's oh my god. It's clear what they're wanting to do. It's just the way they're doing it isn't good. So the second post-credit scene, Michael, he's driving in his car. I think he's somewhere in the desert, I think. I don't know where exactly he is. And he stops for some whatever reason. He gets out of his car, looks at his watch, because he's got to keep an eye on when his artificial blood starts to wear off. And off in the distance, he starts to sense that something is coming. And so something is coming towards him. And it's none other than the Vulture. Now, I don't know how Adrian Toomes managed to get his Vulture suit in this universe. Because literally 2 minutes before this, we didn't see his suit getting transported to the MCU. We just saw Adrian Toomes and his jail outfit from Homecoming get transported to the SSU, the Sony Spider-Man universe, whatever. So, assuming that this scene takes place a couple of months after the first post-credit scene, it makes no logical sense. And even then, how did he get the suit to work? Because if I remember correctly, Homecoming established that Vulture's suit was powered by the Chitauri technology from the Avengers. So either the only possible explanation I can think about is he went to Oscorp and he got their technology. I saw some theories a couple months back saying that he could have gone to Oscorp and they could possibly make it canon to where the Vulture suit that was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 could be like the similar one he got in Morbius. Because rumor is that the Venom and the Morbius movies are set within the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man universe, which would be cool. But at the same time, if Sony keeps making these movies and just piggybacking off of the Spider-Man name, it's not going to be that good, in my opinion. Hell, they've already announced some wrestler movie based off some wrestler in Marvel Comics who's only appeared in 2 issues. I mean, I guess that's dedication. They're finding all these obscured characters. Why not make a movie based off Hobgoblin? Or the Beetle? Or hell, Electro? Someone. I don't know, just a 2-issued person, really? I don't know. So, going back to the post-credit scene, Vulture meets up with Morbius. And the explanation to how he thinks he got there is that he thinks it's got something to do with Spider-Man. Now, I don't know what made him think that Spider-Man was... Now, he's not wrong. Spider-Man is the reason why he got sent there. But you get sent to a different universe, and your first thought is, damn you, Spider-Man? Okay. It really seemed like that just seemed so forced to include the Spider-Man name drop. Like, it was not needed at all. Anyway, Vulture's telling Morbius, hey, I'm putting up a team. I think that we could do some good. And Michael, he's just like intriguing. And that's the end of it. Now, it's pretty clear what they're trying to do. They're trying to set up the Sinister Six, which is cool and all. But they're trying to do a multiversal Sinister Six. And I don't want that. Because A, we've already had a multiversal Sinister Six, in a way, from No Way Home. Because we had Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, we had Doc Ock, Electro, Sandman, Lizard, and we even had Venom in the bar, which I am counting. So, I was hoping that they would let Marvel themselves do their own version of Sinister Six. You know, with Vulture, Mysterio, Scorpion, and whoever 3 they were gonna bring. But now it's looking like it's gonna be Morbius, Vulture, possibly Kraven the Hunter, and whoever else they decide to make a movie out of. And it's not gonna be good. At least unless if they decide to change their writing skills. But I don't know. The thing that I really didn't like the most was the post-credit scene. Everything else was decent at most. Like, I don't really have a problem with the main movie. It was entertaining. It was dumb. It was stupid. But it was a fun, bad movie. It was bad, but it was a fun movie. Like the Venom movies. And honestly, a fun, bad movie, I consider those good. They're entertaining. So, like the Venom movies, this one was okay. I liked it. It was cool. I do want to see more of Morbius in the future. I do. Do I think that they'll make a sequel? Well, I don't know, because Jared Leto literally posted a joke, obviously, of Morbius 2, it's Morbin time. So, god damn it, if Morbius 2 doesn't have the it's Morbin time line, it's gonna bomb harder. It's gonna be worse of a flop than the first one. Which I don't even think the first one flopped that hard. I think it lost a few million, but not terribly. I could be wrong, I don't know. It made some money, I think, I don't know. Um, Overall, I think I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10. Um, Actually, or you know what? Screw it. This movie gets 1,000 out of 10. And this was a good movie. It, I, it was good. Nah, no, this I can't even say that with straight face. No, this was 6.5 out of 10. It was decent. The characters were eh. The action scenes were eh. CGI was okay, was good. Some parts it wasn't, but other parts it was. So yeah, 6.5. I wasn't gonna say this was the greatest movie of all time or anything, because it most definitely was not. But the memes, I thought it carried it. I think the memes actually made me enjoy this movie more, in my opinion, considering how much of a joke this movie was. But 6.5, I was entertained. I smiled a couple times. I liked it. It's my least favorite out of this and the other Venom movies, considering that those two are set in the same universe, which they do actually reference Venom, shockingly enough. But yeah, that's my final thoughts on the movie. I do plan on making more videos like this soon. I probably will make a review of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ms. Marvel. Might actually make one tomorrow after the episodes air tomorrow. So until then, hope you like my review. This is gonna be an 18-minute video. I'm so sorry. If you like the video, blah blah blah. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe, blah. If you like the movie, let me know what you all thought of Morbius in the comments down below. I'd like to hear what you guys thought of it. Until then, this is me signing out, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.